Greetings, Super Captain Brave Fam, Nurse Leah here. Before we get into the nitty-gritty, I'd like to say that although we're talking about traveling with family and friends, these are all memories of the past that we hope to recreate soon, but not quite yet.
Remember to mask up, socially distance, and wash your hands faithfully to stay safe. Stopping COVID-19 means slowing its spread. It starts with you. Also, please be aware that the information in this vlog is based on our own experience and, to our knowledge, correct as of January 2020. Procedures and amenities may change when cruise lines relaunch. In the last vlog, I talked about the details we took care of to make sure Kyle was safe on the trip. Click the link in the description to check that out if you haven't already. Today is all about sharing the story of our time at sea. Once upon a Mother's Day, 11 members of Team Kyle assembled to take an awesome vacation. Super Captain Brave Man Kyle, Super Mama Jen, Super Captain Brave Dad Paul, Superb Sis Honor, the Victor Soldier, Captain Corey, the marvelous Miss Bridget, Sensational Sam, Quickster Jax, Rambunctious Remy, and me, Leah the Wordsmith. After a short drive, we arrived at the port. The joy and magic of a Disney experience began the moment we set eyes on the Mickey silhouette painted on the bow. Believe it or not, my favorite memory of the cruise was when we were boarding and Team Kyle was announced over the speakers in the ship lobby. It was so exciting, says Superb Sis Honor. And so, Team Kyle made its grand entrance and embarked onto the Disney Wonder cruise ship. We had to wait a bit for our staterooms to be ready, so we spent the time gazing out of the portholes and hanging out in one of the ship's lounges. When we entered our separate staterooms, all of the moms in our group were surprised with small bouquets for Mother's Day, signed with love from Team Kyle. I couldn't leave all the magic up to Disney, so I surprised each stateroom with custom magnets. Each one was unique, and every door had a magnet for Kyle. We were there to celebrate his birthday. When I got to Kyle's wheelchair-accessible stateroom, Remy, Jax, and Honor were already taking in the sun on the veranda. But I noticed that something was missing. Because of cruise regulations, we could only bring one of our own oxygen tanks with us. We brought Kyle's portable oxygen concentrator too, but that alone wouldn't be enough for his needs. Through a clerical error, it was assumed that there was a double booking for oxygen tanks on our deck, and none of the tanks we'd requested arrived. The Disney Cruise Line stepped up and promised to fix the problem. They provided us with new oxygen tanks every day of the cruise from their very own first aid supplies. 1 hour on board and we were blown away with how the Disney staff went above and beyond for their guests. I felt like whenever I asked, they were able to deliver, says the Victor Soldier. We're sailing away. After a mandatory safety meeting, we said goodbye to California.
You having fun?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah!
Goodbye, San Diego.
Goodbye, California.
Goodbye, California.
Hello, Mexico.
Mexico.
At the Sail a Wave dance party. It's actually pretty rare for all 11 members of Team Kyle to get together, so being able to relax and enjoy each other made this the perfect start to our vacation.
Leah is ordering everything on the menu.
What are you getting? What are you getting?
Twice.
I want to know.
She's ordering everything twice.
Calories don't count on vacation, right? But seriously, the food was amazing and the service was top-notch.
When you dine on a Disney cruise, your party is assigned a certain time and restaurant to eat. This means that everyone gets to experience all of the main restaurants on board. As we rotated through the restaurants, our waitstaff rotated with us, so they knew our preferences by night 2, like needing space for Kyle's wheelchair. And advance notice of the menu so we could order alternatives for those with food allergies in our party. Our servers learned that we could, would, and did order everything on the menu, sometimes twice. Night 1 on the ship, we had dinner at Triton's, which is a fancy Little Mermaid-themed place with a European-centric food menu.
Victor, what does this taste like?
Chicken.
It's it does, but it's very chewy too. So.
Several of Team Kyle even tried escargot for the very first time.
How you feeling?
Snails.
Yeah, no, it's not disgusting. I mean, there's like a squishy part that sort of explodes.
The ship never stopped feeding us. It was so great. I wanted to eat more, but I was always full. I really, really like the food, seriously. I ordered everything on the menu. The second day of the cruise, and we found ourselves off the coast of Mexico. You can book an onshore excursion with a third-party company, or you could do what we did and explore Ensenada on foot. After a filling breakfast and walk on deck, we took the elevator down to the dock level, and Kyle touched ground in another country for the first time.
Okay, sorry to go off topic, but I need to talk about the elevator situation. We don't like to dwell on the negative parts of adaptive living, but it would be a disservice to our viewers and our readers if we didn't point out that a pet peeve of ours was the indifference or obliviousness the general public has towards those with limited mobility.
The Disney Wonder cruise ship has 3 sets of elevators with 4 elevators each situated near staircases for guests to use. Each elevator on the ship is large enough for about 8 adults to stand comfortably. We're used to waiting for elevators, but sometimes waiting on the ship tested even our well-honed fortitude, and we definitely appreciate the patience of crew members and guests who let us enter the elevators first, then followed after Kyle was settled. I think there should be a dedicated elevator for those with mobility difficulties, suggests Sensational Sam.
We didn't have trouble with the elevators all of the time. Only during high traffic times like after the dinner shows or on the way to dinner. At Disneyland, they have cast members set up to help direct traffic during the parades. Maybe having a crew member at one of the elevators helping direct traffic would be a good help in the future. Anyway, that was what we put on the suggestion cards at the end of the trip. But back to the vacation.
We got through customs, and Kyle was on a bus headed into Ensenada in no time at all. The kids were amazed at the musicians and artisans we saw as we strolled by. We took the time to learn about some of the history of Mexico. Bridget, Jax, and Remy especially took in the sights in honor of their half-Mexican heritage. Back on the ship, we spent time simply hanging out. We learned how to draw Disney characters, and we chilled on deck with each other. And we laughed. A lot.
Now, I haven't gone into as much detail about Kyle's wheelchair-accessible stateroom because even though I was on this trip, I didn't take care of him in that space. But I can tell you what Paul and Victor had to say about it.
The room size was perfect for Kyle. My worry was it would be cramped, but was pleasantly surprised at how well it accommodated us and his equipment, said Super Captain Brave Dad Paul.
It was more like a locker room shower area, tiled with a drain in the center, a pull-down bath seat, and a detachable shower head on the wall. Giving Kyle a bath was definitely a 2-person job. We'd be in our swim trunks and shoes and take turns holding Kyle steady while the other bathed him. It wasn't ideal, but we managed, said the Victor soldier. Every night there was a stage show at the Walt Disney Theater. Night 1 was the Golden Mickeys. Night 2 was Pirate Night, so of course the stage show was Frozen. The entertainment quality was truly outstanding. Loved every moment, says Super Mama Jen. If you follow Super Captain Brave Man on Instagram, you know that we like to dress up. And when we found out about Pirate Night, we went all out. From drawing scars on cheeks, to fake tattoo sleeves, eye patches and earrings, to stuffed parrots on Kyle's shoulder, to Paul wearing a wig and looking like Captain Jack Sparrow. We ate at Animator's Palette, which is a spectacle of color and movement. I won't show exactly what happens during dinner because it's honestly something that must be experienced firsthand. And don't worry, it's part of the dining package, so one night you definitely will be eating there. Our party of playful pirates took tremendous delight in devouring each and every mouth-watering morsel on our plates. And after dinner, there was the Party Like a Pirate event on the top deck. Mickey Mouse dressed as a pirate and zip-lined over our heads. The rest of the gang danced on stage while bubbles flew up from the bubble wands in the kids' hands.
I promised you a party, so here's a party in the sky!
This was an especially great moment for Kyle. When we visit the Disneyland Resort, we usually have to leave before the fireworks. Being on a ship meant that we didn't have to worry about travel time home. His room and bed were a short elevator ride away. We were confident that we could stay outside and enjoy the fireworks for as long as he wanted. Our last day on board started with some very sleepy kiddos, but they soon woke up with the help of some family time. We all played the ship's version of Family Feud, with Jax and Honor representing Team Tinkerbell, as our side of the lounge was called.
Soft drinks in the world! Honor? Beautiful honor from Los Angeles, California! Name the most popular wedding gifts. Oh wow, that seems very hesitant. But yes, Honor, tell us, what do you think it is?
Toaster?
A toaster! This is for Team Tinkerbell. Is there a toaster on the list? Guess what? It's not! Come on up here. Now we're going to give you control to the Tinkerbell team. All right, everybody. Give it up for Anna.
After lunch, we all headed to the lounge, Azure, and watched as Remy gently sassed me in the "How well do you know your family" game.
Oh, sweetie, I'm so sorry.
So roasting done, it was almost time for dinner, but we had one last show to prepare for, Disney Dreams, an enchanted classic, and we all wanted to look good for our last night on board. Before dinner, some of us played Disney music trivia, and others headed back to Azure and the silent dance party taking place there. If you've never heard of a silent dance party, it's where each person is given headphones tuned to different music stations. All the music is played through the headphones, and the dancing and shuffling happens in a mostly musicless room.
How do you turn up the volume?
I say mostly because some people just can't help singing along.
Oh, I love it.
Kyle loves music and enjoyed every moment of dancing with his sister and dad. Dance party done and trivia medals won, we sat down for our last dinner aboard the Disney Wonder, right there in Tiana's place. It was exactly like eating at her restaurant at the end of The Princess and the Frog. There was a live jazz trio playing covers of classic Disney songs. Tiana stood on stage and welcomed us all. She even came to our table and signed a few autographs.
Well, look at that hair. I like it. Looks like the bee. It's very nice. Hello there.
Love the movie.
You like my story? That makes me so.
The waitstaff led a quick dance through the tables, complete with purple, green, and yellow Mardi Gras beads for everyone. But my absolute favorite moment was when we got to sing Happy Birthday to Kyle.
Sing a happy birthday for Kyle. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kyle. Happy birthday to you.
Our last morning on board, we sat at the breakfast table at Tiana's place once more, and a great sense of peace settled around us. Even though we were on vacation, there's always a key part of me that's in nurse mode, whether it's automatically checking the numbers on Kyle's pulse oximeter or reaching for the suction machine before his parents can when he needs it. On this vacation, more than any other trip, we were able to relax. We were able to focus on everything a typical family does when on vacation. Thanks to the work of the crew members aboard ship, we relaxed. We had fun. We could joke about who ate the most, who sang the loudest with the band at dinner time, laugh at the shenanigans on the characters on deck. Kyle turned 13. We had a blast and it was a great vacation, and we can't wait to get back out there. Thanks for tuning in. Click the link below to check out our blog for some tidbits I couldn't fit in the video, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for future vlogs. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram for more content as well as sales and the occasional giveaway. As always, stay safe and stay brave, Super Captain Brave fam.